Good morning, y'all. How about we make some turkey noodle soup? And this stuff is so good, nobody will ever guess. You're simply trying to get rid of your leftovers. All right, let's cook, y'all. We got a family to feed. That's a big old pot. Y'all can't see into my pot. Okay, we can if you do that. Actually, you can if I do that. It's the day after, couple days, 2 days after Thanksgiving. So it is time to make some turkey noodle soup. I don't feel like doing a whole lot today. I'm not going to. I have cooked all I'm going to cook this week. So we're taking it easy. We're throwing together the last of our leftovers. Now I'll put a link in here on how to make turkey broth from the turkey carcass. I did that. It's in this big old jar. I actually have about 3 quarts, okay? And of course I do that because we want to maximize every last scrap of food. We don't want to waste anything. But we also do that because it's delicious, right? We did that. That was an herb roasted turkey. I brined it and roasted it with a roasted garlic and herb butter, and it was out of this world. And so when I made the turkey broth, all of those flavors get into the broth. So we're gonna mimic some of those flavors as we make this soup because it's really, really easy. All right, so right here I have that. Believe it or not, that was 1 onion. That was just like the world's biggest onion. It was big. So that's a good 2.5, 3 cups of onion. That is 2 medium carrots. That's about a cup. 2 stalks of celery. That's about 3/4 of a cup. And I put about a tablespoon of olive oil into my pan over here. And we're just got that on medium heat. And we're just gonna saute those veggies until they get nice and soft and fragrant. And to that, see that? That's about 4 cloves of garlic that I minced up. And when I was mincing, I added just a sprinkle of salt and a little bit of olive oil. It just helps keep the garlic from getting real sticky, right? So it's a little easier to work with. It doesn't get all over your knife. Now, this is a good time to use up any leftover herbs you might have from making your turkey. I had sage and rosemary and thyme in mine. So the last of my thyme, and I've got a good bit, but I've got a lot of stock too. So this bunch of thyme, a good handful, it's gonna go right in my pot. It's another way we don't waste anything. All right, this is probably gonna go about 10 minutes. Yeah, let's give it 10 minutes. Okay, so we've done about 10 minutes. Our veggies, let's see, is that a good angle? Are we there? Nice and fragrant and getting soft. All right, so now we're gonna add our broth. And I have these half-gallon containers that I think I really like. That's going right in there. Now, because my stock was homemade, see how it's almost a gelatin. Well, actually it is a gelatin. So break it up. And yes, you hear a kitten in the background. He's trying to climb my leg. That kitten showed up outside. Sorry about that. I was listening to a food podcast in the background called Savor. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to leave you running. That kitten showed up the morning before Thanksgiving and just was outside crying. Probably because there's like this cat network locally. Hey, this woman's a big fat sucker. So she's about a 6 or 7 week old kitten. Meow, she's also a loudmouth. Because she showed up on Thanksgiving, we're calling her Giblet. If you would like a kitten, she's really cute. All right, now that one, I was kind of careful not to get this extra bit of turkey fat. I don't want that in the soup. I will, however, save it because that is excellent for sauteing vegetables. And we don't waste food. Alrighty, so here is our soup with our homemade turkey broth that has not yet melted, but it will. And we're just gonna let this go. I'm gonna put it on low, let it come up to a simmer. We're gonna simmer for about half an hour. I love how easy this is. All right, we simmered for about 20 minutes, and I let it go ahead and come on up to a boil because now I'm gonna add the noodles for our turkey noodle soup. Dun, dun, dun. There have been plenty of times I have gone ahead and made homemade dumplings, but this is right after the holiday. I'm not working hard. So this is just plain old egg noodles. You'll find them packaged as extra wide egg noodles, and I'm using about 8 ounces. That's half of a 16-ounce package. These are gonna swell up. It takes about 10 minutes to cook. They're gonna swell up. We're gonna have a nice, rich, thick soup. And in the meantime, all I'm doing, letting that simmer, just like that. And I'm gonna dice up the last little bit of turkey. And that's all we're doing to make this bowl of phenomenal soup. All right, our noodles are done. And we are just about finished. This is our last addition. That's the last little bit of turkey that we had left over. You can use as much or as little as you want. You can use none. There is a ton of flavor already because we used that roast turkey broth, and then we added those veggies, and we've been letting that thyme simmer in there, and that's it. All right, give me half a second. I need more hands. Here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Sometimes I just have to move things around a little bit. I'm trying to do this so that y'all can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so when you go to serve it, just fish out that thyme. Most of the time, all the leaves have just fallen right off, and you have nothing but the stems left anyway. And the stems are full of flavor, just like the leaves are. So the stems, working in that broth, mean just that much more flavor. All right? And then if you want to, if you have it, just a little fresh parsley. Let me show you. How gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. It is a cold, nasty, I don't know if you can see all this gray out my window over here. Not even the cat wants to get in the window. That's how cold and yucky and gross it's gotten. So it's perfect soup weather. And Ben's gonna be walking home from school in a minute. That's the nicest thing I could do for him today. It tastes so good. Oh man, everybody has to eat, y'all. You might as well eat well. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching, and if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.